Looks like this week we've got the Boom Barrel Challenge. So, first skip, the locker, break into the locker and get out. I've got Sasha leading us. It's great that for once we've got a weekly star hero that I can actually use. Sasha is definitely one of the best characters, perhaps the best leader in the game. So, very happy to be able to use her. And then we're bringing Glenn with the Sawtooth Blade. And then I think let's bring McGaggy. Yeah, let's bring her just to get a bit of extra XP as and when we need it. So, break into the locker and get the gear. So this could be one where, you know, we just get straight to the locker, open it. Nope. Or it could be one that takes a couple of turns. Looks like it's the latter. It's going to take 2 turns. That's okay. Okay, well let's do that. And then leave that there and see what happens. Whoops. First mistake. So obviously when there's lots of explodey things, you've got to make sure that you are a decent distance away from them if you have ranged characters, because otherwise, hey, that happens. Still, handy to have that happen, just to sort of be a reminder. Looks like those barrels, yes, are not close enough to be a problem. Obviously, what we could do is we could use our melee character here, Glenn, to destroy those barrels, and then they don't make any noise. But where's the fun in that? Let's just heal up Sasha so we can keep on going. Yeah, destroying a barrel doesn't count as a kill for the purposes of swift strike or you know, whatever it is that the Sawtooth Blade has got. Hey, Io. Cat's coming to help again. Okay, so there's not too much to that. You've got a threat counter that ticks over pretty quickly. That combined with barrels that explode is not a great combination. You know, because that means you're just going to wind up with a lot of bad guys turn after turn. Certainly one where you could use melee characters, I think. I mean, you know, definitely could be an option. It means that you wouldn't accidentally get nicked by any explosions. You wouldn't be adding to the threat counter. You know, there's nothing in there that's too scary. Yes, there's one tank at the back, but I mean, if you prep for that, if you know that it's coming, and you do, because of course you watch this video, then you should be able to deal with that. So, yeah. I mean, you might well want to use Sasha as your leader. She, of course, is a ranged character. But maybe everyone else could be melee. Blow through, blow up the fences to get to the exit. You say so. So what have we got? So yeah, we got plenty of barrels here, and of course they are a double-edged sword. We can use them to blow up the bad guys, but they might blow us up, and of course they make a shed load of noise, as discussed earlier. So you may well want something that reduces threat. You may want melee characters. I mean, they'd be handy on this because, as you can see, I'm just getting those walkers through the fence. So that's something that you can do. You know, if you have a pretty full threat counter, then this is going to happen. They're just going to line up there. Looks like they come out at the bottom of the screen, so there's that to bear in mind. You can kind of prep for that. But it's another one where they've coupled exploding barrels with a fast-ticking threat counter. And you can see where the problems come in. You want to get at least 610 stars, as I always say, when there's a seasonal event, because then, of course, that means that you get, you know, maximum number of points that you can get from the weekly challenge towards completing the seasonal event. Pretty easy to do if you skip, and if you know what's coming, it's easier to skip. Yeah, Loads and loads of rewards. Like to see that. Wrecked cellar, kill all the walkers. Okay. Wonder where the barrels are in this. Okay, I mean, you're starting off at a big distance. Oh. Okay. Those barrels definitely are going to be helpful because they start a distance away from you. And there's no threat counter. So, chances of you blowing yourself up, very slim. Easy map. This one I would definitely say is ranged. Yeah, just go ranged. Not too much of a strategy there. Obviously be aware that some reinforcements are going to arrive on the second turn, and they include an explosive walker. So keep an eye out for that. But there's no great shakes there. There's nothing too sort of bizarre. It's just lots of baddies. They pretty much start at the other end of the map, which is great. Some barrels to help you. And Sasha is your leader of choice anyway. So is that one of the easiest missions that you're going to get in any weekly challenge? Could be. One there. Get the loot and get out. Okay, so this is where Glenn might well come in handy. Because of his leadership traits. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, now I usually think I think there's another map where this is closed off, but this time it's open. Okay, well I'm gonna make some noise because it's fun. Oh hey, look, that opened up. That's weird. It opened up that fence up there. Even though I didn't actually specifically blow up a barrel there. So we've got a threat counter, you know, ticking over, all of that good stuff. We've got some bad guys, you know, we made some booming noises, definitely. So we've got some reinforcements coming. They like their threat counters on this set of missions, and they like them to tick over quickly. Whoa. Okay. A few little chances for them to hide and take you by surprise, so don't let them, now that you know that they're there. Yeah, another one where actually I think melee characters could definitely be an option because the bad guys are pretty scattered out. Certainly a risk with melee builds is that your guys can get surrounded. Not much you can do about that, but on this one, not so much. Unless you want to do what I did, just bring some ranged characters and just blow the hell out of those barrels, make, you know, blow up the enemies and just get the job done quickly. That's always an option. Okay, 2 more to go. Big pile, find the loot and get out. Oh yeah, I remember this one. So you've got quite a couple of options there. Definitely recommending that you bring Glenn for this, because he can do this. I think this is definitely one where you might just be able to just get all of this done and start heading out as quick as possible. Might be a bit more difficult on higher difficulty settings, obviously, because the walkers are going to take a little more killing. Definitely don't want to be making that threat counter tick over too quickly, so consider that. Have weapons that don't make any threat or which reduce it. There's quite a few on the market now, so you got to pick. Okay, and then the final one. Obviously, if anyone has any issues with any of these specific missions, please do let me know in the comments. And, you know, me and the other commentators, because that always happens, they'll, you know, help to try and find a way to deal with them. Kill a tough walker, so I guess the first thing to do really is identify the tough walker. It's got to be that tank that's over there. Handily enough, he starts right next to a barrel, so you got a little something to help you. That proves how useful incendiary weapons can be. Anything that cripples might be handy. I think really having that barrel is just too good an opportunity to turn up, so I would recommend that you intend to blow that barrel up and just cause a ton of damage to him, and hopefully just get that mission done before the reinforcements from the threat counter arrive. Remember, you just got to kill the tough walker, so focus everything that you've got on him and you could be fine. I mean, what you could do is have something with a spread like those shotguns. Have Yumiko fire at that tank, and then if he stood right next to the barrel, the spread from the shotguns might detonate that, you know, so you're kind of getting an awful lot of literal bang for your buck. But alright, so there we go. It's the Boom Barrel Challenge. It can be a bit of a nightmare dealing with explodey things all over the place, but it is also kind of fun, and there's definitely more than one way to complete these missions, so quite an interesting challenge. If you have any dramas, let me know, and as ever, thanks for watching.